Hello and welcome everybody. This is USC Rock News in time for more Transformers War for Cybertron. In the last episode, we made our way through the Sea of Rust, found a really cool looking observatory area, and saved Jazz from the Decepticon tracker.
What the frack are those?
And in this episode, we're going to introduce the snipers. Snipers are really weak, but very interesting enemies. Like, they can fly around to different areas, different vantage points. But like I said, they're very weak. As you can tell, one shot from the Shredder kills them, where it kills the basic enemy as well. But yeah. One thing I want to say about these snipers, like I said, I really like the design of them, how they look, and I really kind of wish that there could be a game where they design off of. Oh, and I know there are games that exist that are sort of like the sort of characters that have different attributes. Like the sniper, for example, in the game could be like those snipers, like they fly around and clip on the vantage points. But you could argue, you can argue that make the snipers overpowered. Well, you make the snipers incredibly weak, and you just kind of design your levels around areas where they can't really hide. Where it's like you'll always find them at some point.
Coming with me.
Thanks for taking my kill, Jazz. Jeez.
You really should have ducked.
There we go. The great thing about the Shredders, even if you miss and as long as you got a wall behind you, you should be okay. Right there, like you said, I hit the guy anyway.
Looks like it caved in. I got this one.
Okay, so he's gonna pull 100. Yep.
Show up.
But we burst those huge rocks into tiny rocks and a few piles of dust.
No. Let me have it.
Okay. So. And of course, Jazz didn't step back. Oh.
Wow. Grimlock? Why do you suppose Grimlock came out here anyway?
Probably after the same thing the cons are after. Whatever that is. Nobody's heard from Grimlock or his team since.
Grimlock has a team?
They call themselves the Lightning Strike, something or other.
Lightning Strike Task Force. That's terrible. Yeah. One of the things they do about it, they make fun of the name so much. The Lightning Strike Task Force. And I gotta agree, it's kind of one of the goofier names. So I'm gonna pick up the Pulsar Cannon. I had enough fun with the Shredder. I want the Pulsar Cannon now. I know I was showing off the Pulsar Cannon already, but you know I like it. I've told you guys this before. A little bit of frame rate, slight frame rate issues. I'm kind of hoping. I have no clue if you guys are seeing the frame rate issues or not. This is what my recording software is telling me. This is showing me I'm getting low frame rate.
Is collecting the toxic byproduct of Energon refinery. There must be an Energon supply nearby.
Picking any energy readings up?
The storm is still mucking my signal, but Cliff, I'm detecting a faint distress signal. It's Autobot.
Yeah, like I said, I'm seeing a little bit of the. Let's scrap making. What's this?
Must be my lucky day.
There we go. Okay. What is? Oh, okay. So I already have. Okay, the subsonic computer already have that. Okay. Just for one more for the show. Okay. And nobody saw me do that snapping point. It would have been funnier if you actually saw me do that. So.
Probationary status for you, Cliffjumper.
Probationary status. Apparently, Cliffjumper can't be trusted with weapons. I can't tell what weapons I've never used. I don't use by just seeing how much I upgrade.
distress signals coming from that pit.
I mean, the one they're sealing up like a safe.
We need to find a way to open it.
So this is the part of the game I really don't
Canisters are
like.
full of
I
toxic
mentioned this earlier.
Pretty sure I can rig a good-sized bomb to blow the lid. Meet me in the control room.
These snipers might have other ideas.
So I mentioned earlier, earlier in the Let's Play, that there was a section of the game I really didn't like. If I didn't, I should have mentioned it. There we go. Kill two enemies with one button. Well, technically three, but one right click. Okay. Hover over them with your mouse cursor. And right click. What's up? Let me check something out here real quick. Okay, it eventually detonates on its own anyway. Okay. Okay, so right here, what we have to do. You have to actually. So anyway, what you have to do here is we have to find a way to rig a bomb to blow that up. Well, how are we going to do that, you ask? Well, there's a number of different ways you can go about it. But the way that they decided to go about it in this...
Let me get a better spot here. Are your optics even turned on?
I jumped the gun here. I need to be up one more level. Whoops. Set a bomb. Basically, set a bomb on a very slow tram that comes down about here and starts moving very, very slowly. I wish I was kidding. It's a freaking escort quest, and you can fail this a million times by having them go only for the thing, because this is like the thing, like every single video game where you're you're doing that, the bad guys should just always just go straight for that, straight to the thing you're trying to protect. Like, just don't even bother stopping, just fire all your big guns at it. You'll win the day, because then the Autobot isn't working. I just hear Clifton say he'd be there in a parsec. Man, I get that that's not just a Star Wars thing, but I can't help but think they did that because of Star Wars. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna want. I want Clifton, I want the thermal mines. I think it's the thermal mines. Okay. Right here.
Once it's loaded, escort it to the hatch and I'll arm it remotely. Should be more than enough fireworks to crack that lid.
Here's the thing.
Till I get clear, right?
We'll see.
Prepare to hate that little cutscene. Just prepare to hate it. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you this right now. Prepare to hate that cutscene, because it is going. Whenever you die, guess what you gotta see every single time. I know it's a short cutscene. I know it's short, and I know it's not that long, but. You can see them doing some pretty good damage to the bomb. The bomb's almost at half health, and it's not even halfway there yet. And like I said, some slowest tram on Earth, whatever you want to call this thing. Not only do you have to watch out for your health, you gotta watch out for this thing's health, and it is annoying.
Arming the bomb. Deal with the rest of these cons.
Yeah, we still have to protect the bomb, just to let you know.
The detonator ain't responding. You're gonna have to set the timer off manually. You're gonna need to plant a det pack on the bomb. On it.
So yeah, fortunately this is the end of this chapter, I think. So, well, rather unfortunately, I guess. But
Nice job, Cliff.
fortunately, yeah, that's our way. First thing, because the next chapter we actually get to play
Keep
jazz.
What?
an eye out.
No. I'm not called Cliff Jumper for nothing. You stay here. I'll take the plunge.
Later.
That's cheating!
I love that. That's awesome. Again, Jazz is one of my favorite Transformers of all time. This game tells you why. I mean, that's pretty much him. That was pretty much him in the show. And they got the voice dead on. Like, this is exactly what I wanted to hear Jazz sound like. Always made the joke of Jazz being the whitest black Transformer. Because obviously he's supposed to be a...
All right? Man, aren't I always?
What do you see?
A lot of junk. But I can grapple through it pretty easy.
Yeah. We'll focus on Jazz in all this next episode. So right now I'm going to go ahead and quit the game. And there's some stuff for us to get next episode too. And go ahead and listen to the audio log. Like, I always make the joke of Jazz being the whitest black Transformer. And like I said, obviously he's played by a black man. He's supposed to sound like, the 70s, jive kind of... I always say Bill Cosby type characters, but it's not really at all. It's kind of got that same inflection in their voice. You know the type I'm talking about, the 70s stereotypes. But he transforms into a white car, into a white sports car. So it's like that's kind of my joke towards it. Like I said, I love him. He's awesome. To me, he's freaking awesome. So yeah, here we have Eye of the Storm. Hold up. Listen, one in the middle? Well, either way I couldn't find, so let's listen to this.
Field recon transmission. I've reached the reservoir in question and sampled the liquid substance thought to be corrupted energon. In fact, initial tests are conclusive only in the negative sense. Substance in question is not dark energon. Repeat, it is not dark energon. All I can conclude at this point is that the substance appears to be some kind of byproduct created in the refinement of energon. To what end Decepticons are refining energon in this locale is undetermined.
Okay.
Audio logs. That's all we hear about these days. Since the general evac order went round, all good Cybertronians are expected to record their impressions, recollections, and insights as to how we got into this calamitous mess. For the data net. For posterity. What do I know about posterity? You want my expert opinion for your audio logs? Here it is. You see a Guardian before he sees you? Put out his lights. Once he knows you're there, your grease is pretty much fried.
Guardians, that's what they're called, not trackers. Guardians are the things that we were fighting that we were not supposed to be fighting, but the Shredder ripped them to pieces in about 5 hits. So yeah.
Evaded detection longer than any other Autobot. Me, the invisible scout. The vents are also an excellent place to launch an ambush on the enemy. I held my own for many cycles, but Decepticons are tireless. And I, running low on energon, was not. Time has no meaning to an Autobot in stasis. No meaning at all.
Not much is known about the civilization that once spanned across what is now the Sea of Rust. Its history has been lost to time and oxidation. What is for certain is that its technology and culture predates the Civil War by a few millennia. Rumors persist, though unsubstantiated, of a massive explosion being the cause that abruptly ended all sentient life there and created the Sea of Rust. Whether this explosion was an accident of some lost technology or the result of a hostile conflict will be debated for ages to come.
So yeah, a little bit of history and a little bit of tips on how to get through the Eye of the Storm. But anyway, with all that said, I think I'll go ahead and end this episode off for now. For the next episode, we'll be going into Chapter 5, which is Cut and Run. But until then, I'll see you guys later.